Michigan man charged with manslaughter, fatally shooting one of the teens he caught breaking into his garage, has been bound over his trial. Wait, what? What's this? Let me see what this is. Yeah, it's off camera. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Obviously, this is a very difficult case because you do have some empathy and sympathy for the defendant, understanding that his property had been broken into. The testimony looks like at least twice prior to this incident. Understanding, and there could have certainly been some real fear on that evening, but the court also notes that the law does not allow you to use deadly force to protect your property. In this particular case, it was a detached...
Why not? Imagine not being able to defend your own home. You literally have... How many of them are there? There's one that's still waiting. Literally, you have five men. No, wait, 6. Yeah, 6 men that break into your house. Oh my God.
But the court also notes that the law does not allow you to use deadly force to protect your property. In this particular case, it was a detached garage. The defendant in this case put himself in the situation.
He put himself in the situation. This guy has his home invaded by 6 grown men, and oh my God. Oh my God, this is insane. It's his own fucking... This is...
Self-defense argument becomes more difficult when the video shows and the evidence shows that he shot into the garage blindly twice.
If it was blindly, then how are they dead?
For any of the people, the burglars or the people.
This right here is the biggest threat to America. It is. This is the biggest and most profound and extreme and insidious threat to America. This is it right here.
Inside, exited. The video, the evidence, that being the video, clearly shows that he was shooting at the people who were inside in the garage, the people who were attempting to burgle the garage. He was shooting at them as they were running away.
Yeah, it's too bad he didn't kill more of them.
So that, in and of itself, is certainly probable cause to show that he did intend great bodily harm.
Good. Yeah, good. That's the point. What happened to America? I don't know, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on. Meanwhile, in Florida, I think that if somebody breaks into your house, you should be able to kill them. Full stop. Period. No exceptions. That's it. It's that simple. So, presidential pardon? Yeah, we give this guy a presidential pardon. Something like that. Like, you gotta get him out of this situation. In the house, in the driveway? Well, here's the thing, right? Is like, if they're running away, why would you not shoot them so they couldn't come back? Because you don't know at that point why they're in your house. Like, this person could want to cause you bodily harm because they don't like you for some reason. They might want to hurt you. They might try to get revenge on you later on. So the only proper moral decision is to shoot them. This is the only good decision to make, is to shoot them. That's what you should do every single time. Stupid Karens. Why do judges protect criminals? Because we allow them to. The judges protect the criminals because we protect the judges. And that's the mistake. Try shouting out JD on Twitter about it. See if you can talk to the Don. I don't think that's going to happen realistically, right? 7 people in your house is not grounds enough to feel like your life is in danger. The argument was the garage was detached from the home, so they were not in the house, hence him putting himself in that situation. Stupid argument, though. Well, it's his property. Like, in my opinion, if people are breaking into your property, you should be able to kill them. Straight up. Just that's it. And why do I think that? Because I don't want to live in a world where people can break into your property. That's the reason why. Like, I see there is no moral reason that that isn't the correct decision to make. It's a huge deterrent. Yeah, exactly. No questions asked. Trespassers shall be shot. Well, trespassers shall be shot. Survivors shall be shot again. I think that was like it's like something that like somebody gave my dad, and like he put it on like his window or something like that because he loved that. And another video is out about this subject. Yeah, well, what is about this? Like, I don't know if I can find another, if I can find this here. Danton Clapton, is that it? Yeah, let me look and find it. Ignored him. So it's his property had been broken into twice before this. Twice before this. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is insane. Twice. And the police ignored him and told him to get better security. He did. I mean, like, he took their advice and it worked. You see him running away? Yeah, he was right. Look at that. This is crazy. Now, Judge Kelly Costin says Dakin Lapton, 24, put himself in a situation despite prior break-ins. She said his self-defense argument becomes more difficult after reviewing security video. Oh my God. They've been broken into at least twice before and has been told that the second break-in to beef up his security. And he did. He beefed up his security and they still said it was bad. And delete the video before 911. No, you can't. You shouldn't do that because it gets stored on an internal server anyway. It doesn't matter. I bet the judge lives in a gated community with security. Absolutely. I think that, again, people like this, like, you should just immediately impeach this judge. You should. And I feel like this is the time that tarring and feathering people is required. This is when you should do it. Exactly the time. The judge would change her tune if it was her house. Yeah, exactly. Or somebody wasn't protecting her. I think that's exactly what happened. And I find that to be extremely fucking annoying. I don't know if there's any more about this too, but let me go and pull the rest of it up. Yeah.
New at 5, a White Lake homeowner has been charged with manslaughter in a shooting back in July that raised some questions.
The prosecutor says Dayton Napton shot a 17-year-old who was trying to steal items from his garage.
He's 17 years old and he's already stealing? Jesus.
Let's get out to Erica Erickson. She's live tonight with the latest details in this case. Erica, the prosecutor says Napton crossed a line here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different sides we're hearing. We're hearing from the prosecutor's office, that man's defense attorney, and the family of that teen who was shot and killed, and they're upset.
Oh, they're upset that their kid got killed? Well, maybe you shouldn't have raised the hood rat. Maybe you shouldn't have raised the kid that's going to break into people's houses and steal their shit. That's what I think.
Doesn't make sense, and it hurts a lot.
4 months after 17-year-old Savon Wilson of Pontiac shot and killed in White Lake Township.
Rip Bozo. Rest in piss. Should have shot your friends, too.
Family says the charges have them confused.
I think the way they went about it, it could have been done better.
24-year-old Dayton Napton charged with manslaughter, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, and 2 counts of felony firearm for the death of Wilson and shooting another teen in the leg. Wilson's family says they want Napton charged with murder.
It doesn't make sense that it wasn't done out of malice and for them to charge.
Goddamn right it's done out of malice. Kill him, put him in the ground. That kid was an animal. Thank God that dude shot him and put him down before he hurt somebody else. Damn. What are we doing talking about this like he's a victim? He's dead. Because he's a thief. Fuck him. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, because you're stupid. Maybe being stupid is hereditary.
With manslaughter, when everything in the report is suggesting that it was malicious intent.
Back in July, prosecutors say Wilson, along with 6 others, broke into Napton's detached garage.
Yep.
Napton coming out with a 9mm. Prosecutors say firing 2 shots through a windowless, locked garage door. Then, as the group ran away, prosecutors say Napton shot at them 5 more times.
And you can see, they say it's a detached garage. This is literally right next to his house. It's not like he ran, you know, it's like 50 yards away from him and he had to run over and defend this. It's right next to his house. It's 2 feet away from his house.
Ran back inside, reloaded his gun, and came back outside.
Devon was running away and got shot.
Oh, should have been you too. Oh, wait, no, father of the victim. I thought it was this guy.
I never heard anything about him getting shot in the garage.
But prosecutors say Wilson hit and killed from a bullet fired through the locked door.
We had a really close connection.
Nice.
So it hurts
like
a lot.
Counter-Strike.
I would have never expected this to happen to him. He has so many dreams and aspirations.
Well, it's time to wake up.
Back
That's
on your
sad.
live, the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office says the rights to own firearms and protect one's family and home are fundamental. Those important rights also come with profound responsibility. We believe the
Man.
evidence demonstrates this defendant crossed the line by firing outside his home at fleeing persons.
Firing outside his home at fleeing persons. Oh my God. How are we tolerating this even a little bit? How we put up with this even a slight bit? That's crazy. They actually want they want you to be a victim inside of your own home and let these people go in and rob you. They want them to rob you and steal your shit, and then if you defend yourself, now somehow you're a bad guy. This is so fucking ridiculous. It is. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Wow, I just got off the phone with Napton's defense attorney. He says Napton was startled, and this case is one of, quote, stone self-defense, and he believes Napton should have never been charged. We have many more details.
Not only should he have not been charged, they should have found the other 5 people and then put them all in jail. And maybe the ones that were being violent, they should have, you know, maybe hung them or something like that, executed them. Like, the fact that we have so much tolerance and, you know, allowance for these criminals is just crazy to me. It is. It's really crazy. Like, I remember whenever Kyle Rittenhouse went and he killed those 2 guys, like, that was a hero. That's an American hero right there. And we got to have a lot more like that. We have to normalize that. Like, the amount of times that, like, you have these criminals that are going out there and they're, you know, like, causing problems and doing shit that they shouldn't be doing. Like, we got to put a stop to this. We do. We got to put a stop to this. It's treasonous, aiding enemies. I totally agree. Zero tolerance for breaking into a home. Exactly. This is why we see a rise in positive sentiment for vigilante justice. This isn't vigilante justice. Self-defense is just simply justice. That's why there's a whole, you know, segment for it inside of the law. So many humans could be saved by harsher justice. I know. I really hate this shit. This actually, like, I'm gonna be real. This actually does make me mad. It does. It really does bother me, and it frustrates me to no end. That and the reason why it really frustrates me more than anything else is because I know that the judge will not receive the consequences that I think that she deserves for this. Like, that, the problem is not even really the situation itself. It's that the system that produced the situation will be allowed to continue. And I find it to be so upsetting. I do. Disagree. Kyle Rittenhouse is a retard. Well, what do you mean he's a retard? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, he killed 2 retards that were going out there being violent. Yeah, I don't get that at all. I think that's absolutely, like, I mean, what else you want me to say? Like, I mean, that's great that he did that. I mean, wasn't one of them like a weird pedo or something like that? Thank God he's dead. The world's a better place. It's the way it is. We may have conclusive about SKG, about summertime. Really? Oh, wow. Let me look at that. I gotta find it. You're not wrong about it should be allowed, but the judge followed the law. For her to have done anything different, the law has to change? No. Well, the judge always has, like, every judge has the ability to interpret the law in a different way. They do. They can interpret the law in a million different ways. And if you choose to interpret the law in the way that means that the person who's defending their home is now the bad actor, well, you have a big problem.